Be very careful where you make your hair. Because not every salon is just about beauty. Some places don't only touch your hair. They touch your destiny. This is the frightening story of a young woman named Abina. From a quiet town called Komozi. Abina was born into hardship. Her family was poor, and life was never kind to them. Before she even understood what childhood meant, death visited her home. Her father died when she was still very young, leaving her mother alone to care for the children. From morning till night, her mother did small, exhausting jobs. Washing clothes, selling food, running errands. Anything to make sure her children slept with something in their stomachs. Watching her mother struggle planted something deep inside Abina. A fire. A hunger for more than survival. She didn't just want to live. She wanted to escape poverty forever. She wanted money, recognition, respect. To her, poverty was not just a condition. It was a curse that had to be broken at all cost. As Abina grew older, she decided to take her destiny into her own hands. Using a small loan from her uncle, she opened a hair salon right in the heart of Komozi. It wasn't much. Just a small room with freshly painted walls. A few plastic chairs, cracked mirrors. And a hand-painted signboard hanging outside. Abina's beauty touch. She believed that hard work would be enough. She believed customers would come. She believed her life was finally changing. But reality was cruel. Day after day, Abina sat alone in her salon. She watched women pass by her door, only to walk straight into the salon next to hers. That salon belonged to Nana, her neighbor. Nana's shop was everything Abina's wasn't. Bright lights. Soft music playing. Beautiful mirrors lining the walls. And customers, always customers. Women laughed inside Nana's salon. They walked out smiling, confident, admired. Meanwhile, Abina waited. And waited. And waited. She tried everything. She reduced her prices. She offered discounts. She stood outside and begged passers-by to give her a chance. Still, they chose Nana. With every rejection, envy grew inside Abina's heart. Her hope slowly turned into bitterness. One evening, after closing her salon, Abina broke down in tears. She cried and asked God why life seemed unfair to her. But even as she prayed, anger filled her thoughts. She remembered the unpaid loan. The constant calls from creditors. The shame her failure brought to her family. That night, as she lay awake staring into darkness, Abina whispered words that would change her life forever. If life refuses to favor me, then I will force life to bow before me. I will not die poor. What she didn't know was that she was about to choose a path that would destroy not only her destiny, but the destinies of everyone who sat in her chair. A few days later, while sitting outside her salon, Abina overheard two women talking. They spoke in hushed voices about a mysterious priestess who lived near the river outside Komozi. They said business owners who visited her suddenly became successful overnight. To many, it sounded like dangerous superstition. But to Abina, it sounded like hope. That night, sleep refused to come. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw Nana's salon full of customers, and her own shop empty and silent. By morning, her decision was made. Without telling anyone, not her mother, not her siblings, Abina traveled secretly to the village near the river. The journey was long and dusty, but her heart was filled with desperate expectation. When she arrived, she saw a small hut, covered in red and black cloth. Cowries dangled from the doorway. Strange white symbols were drawn on the walls. Fear ran through her body. But she stepped inside anyway. Sitting in the hut was a dark-skinned woman. With eyes so sharp they seemed to see straight through Abina's soul. Beads covered her neck and wrists. And when she spoke, her voice was deep and powerful. "I know why you're here," the priestess said before Abina could speak. "You want wealth.
Your
You
wish has been granted,
You want to rise
my
above others."
daughter.
Trembling, Abina nodded. She confessed her exhaustion with poverty and her desire for success. The priestess dipped her hand into a calabash of river water and poured it onto the ground. "The river goddess can give you everything," she said. "But nothing comes without a price." Abina swallowed hard. "What price?" The priestess leaned closer. "Every customer who sits in your chair will lose something. Their star. Their destiny." Abina's heart raced. She knew it was wrong. She knew it was dangerous. But she remembered her debts, her shame, her empty salon. And she agreed. The priestess brought out a sealed glass jar, wrapped in red threads and black wax. A foul smell escaped even before it was opened. Inside were wriggling maggots and tiny black insects alive with strange energy. "These carry power," the priestess said. "Rub them on your combs, oils, and shampoos. Once they touch a customer's head, their destiny will fall into this jar, and you will rise." Then she asked one final question. "Do you want to remain poor? Or do you want wealth and fame?"